Madam Deputy Speaker, congratulations and thank you for allowing me to make my maiden speech during this important debate. I'm fortunate, Madam Deputy Speaker, to represent one of the most idyllic constituencies in the country. A drive through Mid Worcestershire is a wonderful experience, starting from Broadway, the gateway to the Cotswolds in the south, through the gently undulating landscape of the Vale of Evesham, past fields of asparagus, plum and apple orchards, and greenhouses full of fragrant and beautiful flowers. One continues north, passing the Worcester Warriors Rugby Stadium, towards the historic town of Droitwich Spa and on to Ombersley and Hartlebury in the north. On the journey, one will pass through many quintessentially English villages, with splendid names like Upton Snodsbury, Flyford Flavel, and my children's favourite, Wyre Piddle. Does the Prime Minister agree that the further redoubling of the Cotswold line would add additional economic benefits to my constituents and all those along the route?
First of all, can I congratulate my honourable friend for winning his constituency, and can I say he has got off to a tremendous start by not only mentioning the long-term economic plan, but also mentioning the railway line that goes straight through the middle of my constituency, which I want to see the further redoubling of. So he's already my new best friend.
The government has delivered on its side of the bargain by giving savers the freedom to access their pensions. Will the Chancellor do all he can do to make sure that the industry lives up to its side of the bargain and delivers on those freedoms?
Well, my honourable friend is absolutely right that the pension freedoms we introduced in April deliver a fundamental Conservative principle that people who have worked hard and saved hard all their lives should be trusted with their own money.
Well, we are fortunate that this year we are celebrating a number of very important anniversaries, obviously of Agincourt, of Waterloo, of the First World War, and my honourable friend is entirely right to remind the House that we can add the Battle of Evesham to that list.
The process of applying for benefits and the overall form filling that's involved in seeking jobs is very complex for them. Can my honourable friend tell me what specific actions the Department is taking to assist young people with these challenges?
I thank my honourable friend for his question. He is right. And for a start, all young people are screened at the beginning of their claim process to identify the barriers and what kind of support they need. And if he has any specific cases that he would like me to look at, I'd be very happy to discuss those with him.
When my right honourable friend visits Worcestershire in a couple of weeks' time, will she be able to deliver some good news to my constituents about soon-to-becoming arrangements that will narrow this gap?
Well, can I thank my honourable friend very much? I'm very much looking forward to my visit to Worcestershire. I can't say what I will be saying at that point, but I know that he and other members for Worcestershire, including my PPS, the honourable member for Worcester, have been absolutely tirelessly campaigning for fairer schools funding for some time, and I know they will welcome the nearly £7 million extra per year that we have given to schools in Worcestershire.
So does the Prime Minister agree that the Investigatory Powers Bill must give our security services the powers they need to keep us safe, whilst ensuring that proper controls exist on how we use those powers?
Communications data, the who called who and when of telecommunications has been absolutely vital in catching rapists and child abductors and solving other crimes. And the question before us is, do we need that data when people are using social media to commit those crimes rather than just a fixed or mobile phone? My answer is yes.
What plans does the government have to improve switching and price transparency in the mobile sector?
Mr. Bowles.
Mr. Speaker, the government is determined to encourage more consumers to vote with their feet in key markets like energy, banking and indeed mobile phones. We're currently conducting a call for evidence on a set of 6 switching principles which will make the process quicker and easier for consumers.
You've taken on quite a headache there then. Do you regret taking on the role?
No, not for one moment. This is a sport that that has been very, very good to me. You know, the only reason I'm sitting here, I don't kid myself that I'm sitting here for any other reason. I started life as an athlete. Athletics will always define me. I'm very privileged and very proud to be in a position to help shape the future of my sport. Are there things that we could have done better in the past? Absolutely.
Some prisons, including Long Lartin in my constituency, the Muslim population is as high as 40% of inmates. What additional powers or support is the government giving to tackle religious extremism?
Well, my honourable friend makes a very important point. Radicalisation in prison is a genuine danger, not just in England, but across the European Union. That's why we've charged a former prison governor, Ian Aitchison, with reviewing how we handle not just the security concerns, but also the dangerous spread of peer-to-peer radicalisation in our prisons.
A record 35.8 million visitors came to the UK last year, but we need to get them outside of London and visit other areas of the country, such as Worcestershire, and maybe visit the Fleece Inn, which was named Pub of the Year this week.
Oh, Mr. Speaker, we absolutely want to see more tourism in Worcestershire, and indeed I hope that the announcement of the recess dates, whilst most of the time will be spent all of us hard at work in our constituencies, I hope there will be a moment for honourable members to pay a visit to Worcestershire and take advantage of the fine hospitality you'll find there.
Yet you're at £17.8 billion in revenue and £2 billion in profit. Given that profit versus the customer service levels, doesn't that smack of some kind of irregularity? Doesn't that smack of almost a monopolistic position, or indeed failed regulation? You've commented that you comply with Ofcom rules and regulations on customer service, but wouldn't you like to do more? I talked to my team this morning. They said the #1 issue coming in is BT and Openreach issues. Why should my team, why should the taxpayer be doing your job for you in terms of chasing customer service failures? Wouldn't you like to be a CEO who not just makes profits and gets that legacy, but actually be the person who turns the brand name of BT and Openreach around, to be positively spoken of instead of consistently negative? Because I have to be very clear, that's all we hear as MPs.
I repeat what I said. I would like service to be better. We will put more focus on service going forwards.
Mr. Patterson, can I ask how much you earned last year?
My salary was £946,000.
And what was your total compensation?
I had a bonus of £1.3 billion.
Okay. You understand there's an issue there, and that my constituents have a hard time understanding the profits BT's making and Openreach is making, and your salary with what they're receiving in terms of service. He has yet to meet the Vale of Evesham's very own Gus the Asparagus Man. Would he like to overcome that omission by joining me in the Vale of Evesham for the upcoming British Asparagus Festival, which starts on St George's Day, and show his support for our fantastic farming industry?
Well, I'm happy to say that my honourable friend's constituency is only one constituency away. We share the same railway line, so if there's an opportunity for some great British asparagus, I'd be very happy to join him.